Like that jump. Which I very nearly did. There we go. No! Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Alright, we're approaching the 30-minute mark. So I'll say next time I fall off like all the way, that's where I'll stop, and then we'll move on to story. I don't want to spend too much time on this. It's already like 8:30, so. Okay, there we go. Damn. Alright, feels bad. Onward we go. Mordona. We'll get it another time, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go in here, and then I'm gonna log out, and we're gonna rewatch the Shadowbringers intro. God, there's so many good shots in this trailer.
How many years have come and gone since that day? How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm.
I'm trying to think of whose voice that is, because my brain is blanking. Unless it's someone I don't even know.
For the one they called. The warrior of light. Brave shadow, brave light. Told echoes tumbling time. Brave wasted day.
Whoops. Actually, I just brushed my thumb against the mic. Flashbacks to the Calamity. Heavensward. Bits of Stormblood. Bits of 1.0. Actually, that's very interesting, actually. There were flashbacks to the 1.0 intro there. Huh. The fucking gremlin is taunting us. Hot Orion J.
What sayest thou, Master Matoya? We may accept this fate or defy it, but we cannot deny it.
That's interesting.
I am not wont to run from my troubles.
Because he said Master Matoya. Huh. And I'm pretty sure that's Y'shtola that he was talking to. Fucking punch. Yeah.
Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
Ah, this shit. Fucking Minfilia.
This town certainly has changed. I'm not at all fair.
I really do dig Gunbreaker Thancred. He looks sick.
I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Minfilia.
God, I don't know what the fuck town this is, but it looks sick as hell. I'm excited to go wherever the fuck this is. It's so pretty.
This tragedy, greater even than the seventh,
That's the guy that we were talking to.
must be undone.
Because he's got the fucked up on him.
If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten. Become what you must.
Dark Knight. That motherfucker did that attack and just left a trail in the earth in front of him. There we go. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Please let me in. Ah. Alright, there we go. And we're going through this entire expansion as Dark Knight. Shadowbringers Orchestrion roll. Cool. White oak weapon coffer. Alright. Good news, Tauta. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever have found had the ironworks and the Suns not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes plenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it looks like there's a lot of ground to cover. We better go and give them a hand. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is that this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Let's go. New quest accepted sound. Fuck yeah. I forgot about that. Hell yeah. Alright, off we go. There's a blue... Okay, that's leaves. I was like, there's a blue plus quest there that I haven't done, and then, yeah, I realized it was leaves. I was half expecting it to be actually something new. I was like, okay. Alright. Heading to the survey site, madam. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Go. Ooh. Around a little bit before we continue onward. This is pretty. Doesn't look like it goes too far. Neat. Let me talk to Hori. Curious. Tara, the search continues, but I have no doubt we shall find this beacon of yours. Yes. Alright, let's go.
Look how many people there are! Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
I think this is the first time we've actually heard Bix speak.
Wedge!
At least since 2.0, rather. That's weird.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions.
There might have been
Jesse
some in
called it the
2.0,
chief
but
of
at
some
least
other
not with
business.
new voices.
So we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Yeah, that hella threw me off for a second because I was like, whoa.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Oh. Find it?
Sorry, I meant to say, The scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far
That
in.
looks like...
What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Counterfeiters?
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the ironwork symbol. Oh,
Now I have you.
I think that was it.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
What gates?
Safe journey, warrior of light.
You keep saying
Find
this.
our friends and bring them home.
You fucking zooming. Idling. Hearing a bunch of voices from our past?
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight.
The answer is no, like.
Everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Warrior of Darkness. Ooh. Who? Who are you?
Your time
Minfilia.
has not yet come.
This. That Warrior of Darkness? Yeah, it looks like it. So is that his world getting consumed by the light, I'm guessing? Oh, this place is fucking... This is purple.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
This. Is that the carriage guy?
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
No, that's not him. Okay. I can't remember what the carriage guy looks like, so. What do you mean this time of night? So yeah, we're in the Warrior of Darkness's world.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman a kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk yet, he'd reply. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
100 years.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Ooh.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby.
That actually makes a lot of sense now that I'm thinking about it.
Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
If we're in the Warrior of Darkness's world?
Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Darium. If we're in the Warrior of Darkness's world, that would explain why everyone else was doing stuff completely separate outside their own bodies. And that explains why we couldn't find their souls. Is because their souls were literally in another world. Interesting.
To dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire. Its tips
Hi, Narod.
threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light. The pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
The Forest of the Lost Shepherd. I recognize that. Alright. I can't mount right now. Okay. Place is pretty. God damn it, these motherfuckers.
Halt.
I'm a sucker for harmonics, god damn it. You throw a song at me
Every
that has
face in
guitar
this city
harmonics,
I know.
I'm
Yours,
for it.
I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions. From where do you hail?
Best Banui. The source. Gridania.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
Got an accent.
Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Say like most people in this game don't have an accent. Ooh, she's a dancer. Ooh. Icelandic. Yeah, that checks out. What did that drop?
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Oh? Oh. How was that guy's ring? Damn.
Everything all right, Captain?
That's that guy.
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
Thin eater.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Jesus Christ.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
I won't fault you, but damn.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
Why was I the only one that needed to find the
bring you
beacon?
directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise. Even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Are the other scions here?
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them.
Yeah.
The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try. For in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the Source as well.
Okay.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Yeah, I'm glad I can be a catalyst for that for you guys, because I get that feeling. 100%. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting to be here this quick.
Proud, vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call.
I'll have to
Who
double check
among
if it is or
us
not.
does not yearn for salvation?
Really similar to 1.0 more donut. That I could understand that. That actually makes a lot of sense. Shockingly, 1.0 more donut is one of the few places I haven't seen a whole lot. Ambient sound, sure, I'll crank that to 100. I'll trust you on that. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. White oak weapon coffer. Do I want to use that for Dark Knight? Could use that for Dancer, actually. I'm gonna use that for Dancer. I'm curious. Well, actually, no. No, I'll use it for Dark Knight. I want to see what it looks like. Deep Gold Claymore. That looks nice, actually. If I didn't already have this, I would actually probably use that. Actually, I might even still use this at some point. They can all be purchased later. That's good. And we'll use the orchestrion roll. I need a clear inventory space. Holy shit. I'm gonna eat some food real quick, cause yeah. Fuck. Oh god. I don't need potions. Get those out. I get rid of potions and high potions. Want to check them out beforehand? You can, yeah. Let's see. When did I get this? Well, that is kind of pretty. I'm actually gonna keep that. I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna use that, but that's actually kind of cool. I can get rid of mega potions too. I keep some potions because I actually use them. They've saved my life in on a number of occasions. Is this, can I sell this? I can sell this. I want to see how much that sells for. Alright, let me see. I can throw out a bunch of shit here, so this will work. Let's not throw out my pot shards. Fuck it, I don't need these. I already have all the Alexander items I want, so I'm just gonna get rid of these. I can get more later if I really need to. That'll save up a lot of space getting rid of all the Alexander shit. Alright, that works for now. That gives me a whole extra thing. That's not what I mean in Narok. I don't mean in PvE content, or in like single player content. I mean saves my life in situations where the healer literally like might not be able to catch up. It has saved me from numerous wipes. Like, you have no clue. I gotta read. Nah, fuck that. If it's needed, it's needed. Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of my summoning pool, you should, in theory, be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find a connection in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you have done so, walk up the steps next to the Aetheryte and head out to the left to arrive in the Crystalline Mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as their spokesman, Catlis, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him in his cabinet of curiosity, you'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit on the left and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. See, Narok, the thing is, you don't only use the potion. You use it with other stuff. It just eases the load on the healer in general. So it's just a good idea. The third and final person I should like you to meet is Bragi, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is to be found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear. Unless it's right after a big hit to help the healer, yeah. That's another big thing is I'll usually if I get hit by a big thing, I'll mitigate and then pop a potion right after I get hit. just because it's like, might as well. If it's gonna ease the load of the healer's job and make their job easier, I'm gonna do it. Very good. I concede the layout of the Crystarium owes more to historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn the twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars, and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. When you finish making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then. Also, that's another reason for it that I forgot about. Duties that you can't have a healer and can't have a chocobo in. They're also very helpful there. Whoa, it's Ike. Imagine. Alright, let's attune. You're not wrong, but it's still nice to have that extra buffer. By focusing your senses, you detect the flow of vastly distant currents of aether. Your connection to these energies is faint but stable, and should allow teleportation to aetherites in the source. Be everywhere I'm gonna be, hell yeah. In general, I would rather take a single inventory slot for a stack of potions that could get me out of sticky situations if I fuck up, than to not have that option at all. Because it's one inventory slot. Granted, for me it's a few more, but that's just because I have really old, like, low-level potions that I just forgot to get rid of. Look at Ike out here, RP walking. Imagine. Let me actually... I'm gonna come around here and I'm gonna tune to this. I mean, that's up to you, but it's still just making it harder on yourself. Oh, is it like through a wall or something? I'm guessing so. Alright, we can attune to this one, and then we'll go. Would be super fun, like, as an RP event? Probably. Not MSQ, yeah, no. Ooh, this is pretty. Also, that's another thing, is I do a lot of solo deep dungeons, and if you don't have super potions in solo deep dungeons, you are fucked. In a lot of cases, because you need that extra healing 100%. Especially on higher floors. Like, you will not survive. You need every bit of healing that you can get in that. Excuse me, miss. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic roles, you see, and, well, What I mean to ask is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll, even? A scrap of scribbled on parchment? No? My apologies. Literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Morin at your service, and this humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh, so you've an interest in modern history. Splendid. A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives, I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history book for children somewhere. Just a moment and I'll fetch it for you. Sick. That's what I'm talking about. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair? Make yourself more comfortable. Ahem, on with the lesson then. 100 years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease, until the day an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. I mean, it makes sense. Warriors of Light would be fucking villains in this world because the light fucked this place up. I think I've already just come to terms with the fact that this is way different, so I'm just not surprised. Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light. She stood twixt an approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Norvrant, and Nordvrant alone spared the fate of Erasure. So different in everything, yeah. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin-eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from Norvrant's scar. Norvrant? Am I pronouncing that right? Norvrant? I think so. Norvrant's sky. Okay. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Or if you would rather I speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Interesting. Can I just jump off of here? Hell yeah. Alright, let me go back from here. Guess... Is that the way we go? Up here? Hi, Biscotti! How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We'll tune to this, and then we'll go... I guess we can tune to that one, too. Jesus. My throat's getting, like, ever so slightly froggy, and I do not appreciate it. Bell does not seem to be functioning. Oh. Oh, I was gonna check if I had sold anything, but okay. Interesting. Ribbit indeed. Yeah, we can do this quest marker first. Way up the Del Sol Tower only to find Plague chilling up there. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, I was there for like an hour and a half, and then I was like, I should really get onto story. Physically and emotionally. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, isn't it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. That's a Allegan orb. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking. So it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized, too. Thanks to us in the mean, we work together to procure materials and resources, and craft the goods which make city life possible. This is the place to visit if you need a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking about it, don't go thinking it'll be handed to you on a plate like those Yule Moran layabouts. Here in the Crystarium, we work for a living. Though I see you're no stranger to honest labor. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I'll work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him. Any friend of his is a friend of ours. It really is quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, pulled the entire thing out of thin air. Yeah, I'm convinced that the Exarch is Graha, but I don't know. He's the only one who's had any, like, relevance to the Crystal Tower so far. Well, I don't know. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. Not even gonna say a single fucking word. Good. Leave me to my whack-ass theories. And that's how the Crystarium began. At the Exarch's invitation, buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy, he has never yet let us down. So Exarch is Joker Persona 5? Oh shit. Why would you spoil me like this? So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am, however, more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've ought to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Yeah, that's fitting. Just ask for Catalyst, and I'll find you a niche here in the Crystalline Mean. You can help us... Oh man, you can help us keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Oh my god, I'm getting hiccups. I hate it. I'll get another drink. Okay. Recording node. Buzz. Okay. Fair enough. Go ahead and attune to this up here. Go ahead and talk to this guy to at least open up this port. An Amaro Porter. The fuck is that? That motherfucker looks sick. Alright, it's a tune. We've done those ones. Bird up, hell yeah. Bird up. All the rest are down there. So let's go back to the main one. Let me go out this main gate and hit up this one real quick. The docile gate. There he is. What happens if I talk to him right now? I'm curious. I just want to take a look at these guys. These guys look interesting. There's a pretty neat, like, soldier outfit. I dig it. The tune has worked as hoped, I trust. Any trouble finding my 3 colleagues? Okay, it's just gonna say where they all are again. That's fine. Looks like this is the area where all the shops are. Go ahead and tune to this one down here too, and then we can go back to this one. Where does this go? Like, catenaries? I do kind of want to look at this. What is this place? I'm just like exploring now. I'm curious. Okay. Go up any higher. You have like a whole catwalk system up here. This is kind of sick. Alright, jumping off. Whee! Apparently. The Lakeland is now accessible as an Aetheryte destination. Nice. Desolation Lakeland. This is the inn. Alright. Sick. This kind of bar area almost reminds me, this area very specifically reminds me a lot of the very like first 1.0 cutscene, the like 1.0 intro cutscene. Something about it, just the way it's like laid out. It looks very, very similar. Which, that makes sense, because I'm pretty sure the 1.0 cutscene is supposed to be Mordona. And if what you were saying is right about it, this being very similar to 1.0 Mordona, that checks out. New to the city, friend. The spinning head and the wide eyes give you away. Welcome, my name is Bragi, and I'm a master of these markets. They gave the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too florid by half. In any case, all merchants stock a range of equipment for drawn such as yourself. so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. What is a drawn? Hi, something wrong? Oh. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a human. The taller one is an elf. They have different race names. That sturdy individual over there is Galgant, whilst the one with the horns is a drawn, like you. But what is the Amalia? And then you have the large, scaly chaps with the long tails and a knack for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. What are you? Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. Ah, the same as the Exarch, eh? Well, that explains it. Don't get much further flung than that. I've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite their obvious learning, they've floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry, should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Interesting. Okay, I'll go ahead and attune to this and then head on up to the Vassal Gate. Or not attuned to this, but yeah. Walk over to it. Well, how do you fare? Did my colleagues keep you, help you form a clearer picture of the world and its people? Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but 'twas necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. That guy just gave me a regen for no reason. As for the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noted that details were sparse. The structure is in fact the selfsame one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing. And although I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. You've done as I requested, and I learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now it's time I fulfilled my half of the bargain, and explained what has befallen your comrades. That is a conversation I would rather have in the privacy of my quarters, however. I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see that the guard knows to admit you. Grahatia, is it? I am not familiar with this name. Is there something I should know? An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower when it passed into my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. For now, I think it's best that we focus on the present. I literally tore it from a certain timeline, yeah. Miss being called a mistel. Fair. Greetings, madam. The Exarch awaits you within. Let's go. And this is the room where we talked to him.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain. But the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow scions. To put it simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelt here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
5
Even our
years,
more
Jesus.
recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete.
Okay.
Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
The way to send them back.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift.
Oh?
In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity.
Oh,
and
shit.
the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Jesus.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
For the moment.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
The Crystarium boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that a room has just become available at the Pendants. Which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come on. Come along. Let's go. Ooh, I'm digging this.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here. Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough. Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here.
Okay.
And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter.
Good to know.
Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Tombstones. Even explains Gil, yeah.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world. A Van Kerm Sin?
Oh.
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here.
What the fuck?
Amusements do you have for me today?
Whomst?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
Okay.
This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
So that's how the retainer stuff works, I'm guessing?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift? How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Okay.
After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
What do you mean?
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yeah?
Just as I thought! then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass.
Cool. That's good.
From this moment forth, I will be your Isnefis, and you my Snayak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Okay.
Raise your
Pixie
hand.
speak. Raise my hand. Boom. It's up. Oh, it's out, not up. I thought we were doing like an oath.
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling.
Interesting.
Come then, make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
A high five, if you will. True.
Mayhap a message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
And a message to Tataru. Do it.
Consider it done.
I don't know if that had any ramifications, but I'm sending it to Tataru. Because she's the one who watched me disappear.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Alright. As a result of your pact with Feol, you now have access to the delivery movables, market boards, and summoning bells. Cool. I figured that was the case. Okay, in that case, where's the summoning bell? Let me check if I've sold anything. I have a lot. It's a pretty decent amount. Sick. Ah, there you are. I was just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You'll have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay, to make use of as you see fit. When you are ready to retire, the manager will show you to your lodgings. Pray rest and recuperate, and we shall reconvene in the Ocular anon. I believe that covers all the practical concerns. Thank you for answering my call, Tauta. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. A pleasure to meet you, miss, and welcome to your new home at the Pendants. Your room is ready, if you'd care to retire. Let's go. I want to see what this room looks like. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh. You? Oh shit, it's the Warrior of Darkness. What's up, buddy?
I know you. You're the Warrior of Light from the Source.
And who are you? The Warrior of Darkness?
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Yeah?
Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert.
Ardbert.
I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
I've heard that name before. I didn't realize that was the same person.
Recall my tale. It was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Oh. So they were the Warriors of Light here.
And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source. And tried to hasten their goddamned ardor.
Oxide Party, yeah.
I remember when we fell. Defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first.
I'm glad I got to watch Falkus go through this section again recently, because now it's fresh in my mind.
The flood was poised to swallow Norvrand. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away. Leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood? A 100 years. 100 long years. My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Good question, buddy. I'm figuring that out myself.
You were summoned to save the first. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who tried to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Repair everything real quick. Might as well while I have the chance. Alright. That's a gate. Alright, let's go in. Oh, hell yeah, I can actually walk around in here. Portal to the source.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
Had a ghostly visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
This looks like Eorzea.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lake.
Which is where Mordona was.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Ishgard?
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of
Danya.
Raktika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Makes sense.
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore.
Limsa?
It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part,
that's the one place we saw in the cutscene.
Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armareng. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Interesting. Is the place ever. One of my favorite places in a fantasy game ever. Damn. Curious
So,
now.
Will it be Calicia or Armarane? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Oh.
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters.
Infilia.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Just do whichever, yeah. I don't want to go to Alphino first, just because it's been a minute since Alphino's been around. Time to pick my favorite twin, oh no. Can I accept both of them right now, or do I have to accept one of them and then come back later? All over again. No, so I can... Okay. I'm just gonna do Alphino regardless, but... think it's one at a time? Okay. Well, we'll see. Regardless, I'm doing Alphino. You will visit Alphino and Calusia then. Excellent. As I mentioned, your destination is an island off the west coast, so you will need a mount capable of making the journey. Hi, Harlock. Think you're gonna accept both? I guess we'll see. Here is a letter of introduction, presented to Zemd Genmai, master of Beasts at Temenos Rookery, and he will take care of you. We'll do Alphino. Yeah, we will. You're damn right. When you see Alphino, be sure to pass on my warmest regards. Okay, I can accept both of them. Ready to depart for Amareng. Alice will be overjoyed to see you safe. I know she was particularly concerned for your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was, repeatedly. Yeah, it kind of was real shit. Where's the off switch? It doesn't exist. The topic I might bring up, true. Not wrong. I only hope that my part in sending you to her will garner me some measure of forgiveness. Here, this letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassard, the master of a merchant caravan. There are few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amaro launch and he will see that you reach your destination. Alright. We'll do Alphino first. Regardless, we gotta go up to the rookery. Actually, I guess not, but still. Just a boy, he's fine, don't worry. He's been in here for like 3 years. Or like a year, I don't know. How old is Alphino, actually? I actually don't know. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no, Blue Plus quests. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, we're doing him. 16? Is he 16? What the fuck? Kind of fucking 16-year-old. Oh, you're her, aren't you? Halidor's been asking for you. You know Halidor, yeah? Clan Nutsy's man. If you're keen to hunt the deadliest marks for the biggest bounties. What the fuck was that? Then you might want to seek him out. So it's his clan hunts. You'll find him over by the board in the rookery. Though, if I were you, I'd steer clear of that whole nasty business. Bad for one's health it is. Okay, good to know. Be like 7 feet tall. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, cool. We can go here and pick up the other one. Never mind, it's up. Wait, is it up? I don't even know. I think it is. Okay, I'll go up. I want to see what this one is. I'm guessing it's sightseeing logs, so I definitely want to pick that up before we start traveling. I want to get as many of those done along the way as I can when I find them. Yeah, there he is. Hold a moment, sinner. You're not from around here, are you? A fellow wandering soul, an eternal inhabitant of the road? I thought so. Erlalath's the name. My aspiration is to travel the whole wide world, though it's a fair bit smaller than it used to be. So far as dreams go, it's a lot more realistic than you might think. Imagine, right? But danger still lurks in every corner and around every bend. Even so, this sinner's got nerves of steel. He's a born explorer, Erlath. There's no land too distant or place too forbidden, aye. But what it is that I spy poking out of your pack? A log, if I'm not mistaken. Give it over, would you? If you would, rather. Aha, I thought so. A record of fantastic vistas and unforgettable sights. What kindred spirits. A Morrow of a feather. Excellent, excellent. I'm guessing Amaro are just the equivalent to chocobos then. Wait, no, because there's chocobo down there. But never mind. It is only right that I share with you such wondrous experiences as you will have with me. A collection of amazing vistas I've cataloged myself and guarantee will rival the best you have ever seen. Yes, I have. Norvrant may be the shadow of its former glory, but there is still joy and excitement to be found if you know where to look, my friend, so I implore you, look, look, look. Follow in my footsteps, savor every moment of the journey, and then, when you feel you have discovered every secret this realm has to offer, start again. I promise you won't be disappointed. Yeah, no, I've been watching the trailers as I get to each expansion. Cool. Sick. Okay, and then we can accept this one down here. Yeah, I can imagine when Shadowbringers launched, this place would have been fucking crawling with people. Could it be the esteemed warrior herself? Well met, miss, well met. You are a very hard woman to track down, by all accounts, yet here you are in the flesh. How very blessed I am to make your acquaintance. I am Haldor of Clan Nutsy. Perhaps you have heard of us. We have certainly heard of you, I can tell you that. A fighter through and through. I'll come right to it. Interested in joining the clan? Apologies. Only a fool would sign up without knowing what we're about, and you're no fool, I can see that. The clan is how shall I put it? An association of adventurous souls who make a living hunting certain notable fiends. Marks, as we are wont to call them. Surely you're familiar with the concept. Norvrant is home to a myriad of living creatures, many of which pose a threat to our good people. Thus did the Exarch, at least I think it was him, and his boundless wisdom call upon the Settlement Council to develop a framework that would encourage motivated hunters to dispatch these menaces. To wit, ye brave souls who slay marks shall receive due compensation. Not at all a bad arrangement, eh? If you've a mind to reap the benefits, speak with Zile over there. She'll record your name in the ledger and see you registered as a clan member. You cute. Oh shit. May I help you, miss? Sign me up. At the urging of Halidor, was it? I see. You are plainly more than capable of acquitting yourself well enough in battle, and so I have no grounds to refuse you. I hereby accept your application to join Clan Nutsy. Check the board for the latest bills. The tougher the mark, the better the reward. And what you like or nothing at all. However, you may only undertake hunts designated appropriate for a member of your current status, a novice. The clan is disinclined to allow unproven hunters to commit suicide by mark. Once you have achieved a significant measure of success, you will be permitted to pursue the more dangerous fiends. Do not try to die before then. Here. Sick. I'll hold off on doing the rest of the clan hunt quests because I think I can actually do all of the ranks already since I'm leveled up to 80 on one of my classes. Alright. Your face is unknown to me. What business do you have at my rookery? Oop. Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Calusia. I will pick you out a friendly whelp. An Amaro, you say? That's right. Mounts like my grey friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield, more accustomed to chocobos perchance. I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you are plainly unaccustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best to accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zune worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amara launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Alright, cool. What's this? That one's leaves, okay. I think we're good on Blue Plus quests, and then we can head on up to the launch pad. You want to fly an Amaro to Calusia? Well, I suppose if Master Gen Mai is going along with you. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with the mount shortly. Alright, cool. My Aether Compass to assist in locating Aether Currents here. Sick.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Neat. Yeah, this does remind me a lot of 1.0 areas so far from what I'm seeing. That's kind of sick. At least as far as like the city-states go. We are arrived. This is Cracked Shell Beach on the eastern coast of Calusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. By you, that city in the distance, that is Yulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Yulmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Yulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Eivor. Eivor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Calusia and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme and that will let him know that you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend and I will stay here with the Amaro until you are ready to return. Alright, cool. Keep it time. Closest one is down this way. Hobgoblins, oh shit. I chocobo out. Whoa! What the fuck is this combat music? Holy shit! Why does this go so hard? I was not ready. Holy fuck. What the fuck? Had to mute it after day one. Nah, fuck that. I'm keeping it. Holy shit. Fuck yeah. Holy fuck. That's fair. I just want to listen to this song for a little while. I have mount music turned off for that reason, so that's fair. Yeah, overexposure could definitely be a culprit there. Alright, let me, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna keep killing a few things, because, it's giving me... I'm just looking at that, I'm like, give me 2,000 per, how far am I away? It's probably not far enough away that it's worth continuing to fight these, but still. Actually, I'm curious, rank 8, okay. Do I have... I have SP that I can spend. Hold up. Let me, whoops, that's the wrong one. I'm just gonna go for attacks, attack stuff from here on out on my chocobo. I've got enough healing that I'm pretty chill on it for a while. Alright. Here's what I'll actually do. So I don't have to mute combat music entirely. I'll wait until they de-aggro, and then whenever I'm traveling, I'll just swap to Dancer so that they don't aggro. What are you after? Fish? Crab? I think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere, if you got taste for them. Have some time. Ooh, I do love a bit of time. Chuck some in a pan, and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say there's been any major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphino, eh? I know the one, our young champion of the downtrodden. You are more as richer than all of Norvrant put together, but it's a different story for them as live outside the city. They'll spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet, away from prying eyes. Make for Stilltide. That's the fishing village just up the path there. You're looking for a rundown excuse. For a tavern. That's a weird sentence. The locals call it the Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that Alphino joins you. I'm gonna go this way a little bit just to discover part of the map. Okay, it would have discovered anyways if I went straight up, so it's fine. Well, it definitely feels like Lenosha in a lot of ways. Which makes sense. How do I feel about the zone? I mean, it looks pretty decent. I mean, it just looks like Lenosha, but like slightly browner. Let me do that so we have that. I don't have any particularly strong feelings. made you feel off. Am I dumb? This is the place. Oh, there's a mark on the ground. I didn't see the mark on the ground because my bird's fat ass. This is your first time in a tavern. It is customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What will you be having? Give me some mead. A fine choice. And what'll you be paying with? Well now, those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. And I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangements. Ah, here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. What do you say to a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find, then find the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. But he'll be in the old silo next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me and you can laze about here as long as you like. Okay. To the north? Okay. We zoom in. Probably passed right by this Aether Current, so I want to be sure I didn't. That's probably like right there. Fuck off. Yeah, there it is. Alright, I'll grab that real quick. Talk to Dancer. Please. There we go. Alright. I'll just warp back up here. It'll be quicker. Actually, let me pop this one more time just to be sure. Okay. That's far, far to the north. It's like all the way up here. Alright, get the next crop. And we'll head on back down. I'm actually kind of curious. Let me see. Yeah. I was gonna say, I want to kind of look at the home map. So it has the entirety of all the areas in like one thing, rather than being a bunch of smaller maps. Interesting. looking around. 'Cause I'm curious. Whatever the fuck that is. That's concerning, because that's just all question marks. So we have no clue what the fuck that is. Well, alright. Interesting. I can't see anything here that would say what it is, unless whatever that is. That's another thing, actually, that now that I'm thinking about it. All of the lettering is completely different on the maps, because normally you're able to read these pretty easily. But you can't. I mean, I'm sure there's similar direct translation that you can do. But if you were to go to Eorzea, for instance, I can say the Garlean Empire. Or, let me see. That one's kind of hard to read. Let me see. Like, you can see that one's the burn. But they all have pretty easy direct translations. But these are completely different letters. That's actually real cool. That's a T, an H, and an E, I guess. And C, R, Y. Yeah, that all directly translates. It just looks way different. Which is a super nice touch. That's actually super sick. Anyways, we're going... Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. I'm dumb. I was supposed to knock on something up here. I was too busy looking at the map. Just run past you. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna be totally honest. I was too busy, once again, looking at the map. Didn't show up on the stream. That's good. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. Bang, 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 bang. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing? Maybe. Rats? Burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. Oh boy. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The odd scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Spending that 70 gil. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this bitch with the bird. Imagine. Imagine. Yes. It saved me time. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? He was not there. Gone. Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. Hopefuls? In Gate Town, outside Yulmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was, thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink on the house. Sick. Here comes the boy.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
Hello, boy. Welcome.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Hey there, Alphino. How you hanging?
'Tis good to see you, my friend. The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alphino, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu.
Yeah.
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. The time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
Bro, I thought we'd lost you.
Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before. I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable.
Yeah, nah.
Poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity. Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Yep.
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered. That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Yeah, nah, no one actually plays this game, imagine.
And so we take to the road once more.
There we go, 71. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way directly to the city outskirts. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Yulmore, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west, and then across a small bridge. Alright, let's go. Audadon made a summer glam. That's good enough. I still use the same summer glam from last year. The new top, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably do something with the new top after I finish the actual, like, Moonfire Fire quests. But I spent, like, an hour and a half doing the jump puzzle, and then I was like, okay, I should probably start doing story. Calusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. Okay, someone's screaming. Oh shit. Over there. Alright, let's go. Imagine skipping event cutscenes. SMH. Quickly, someone's in trouble. Can't believe you, Narok. Absolutely shameful. Alright. Murder this Sin Eater bitch. Oh, thank the fates. Look out! Whoa. Way too tired fair. Honestly. Woo. My poor heart. Thank you, young miss. Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings. But I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you alright, madam? Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I know there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulemore with the rest of them. Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here. One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier. Thank you again. You saved my life. Now I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. It is as the lady says, many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Yulemore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? A brief history then. 'Twas not long after the flood swallowed the better part of the world that the Sin Eaters first appeared, some beastly, some beauteous. Yet, regardless of their form, they all seem incapable of speech, and are all driven by the same insatiable appetite for mortal ether. They are predators, and we are their prey. Calusia suffers from far fewer attacks than most regions, but even so, the list of Sin Eater's victims grows longer by the day, a tragedy without end. Still, we have won a small victory this time at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. All right. Northwest. That's probably... maybe it is close enough. Could be. No, it definitely isn't. It's definitely somewhere up there. Okay. Whoops. Alright, down we go. Towards Yulmore. Whales Breach. Let's go for these little side areas. It's gonna bug me if I don't. That's a big boy. Don't like that. There we go. Okay, cool.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond.
I forgot to switch back to Dark Knight, but that's fine.
This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
I thought I recognized you. Brought a new friend, eh?
That's not what I expected him to look like.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve. Maybe even 3. Care to show me?
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Okay.
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all! Yulmore extends its warmest regards. Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine. We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu! Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We might not at all.
Fish, is it?
Was there anyone?
What about that girl?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame. It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon. A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Eulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in a city of splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor. Oh, just look at those expectant faces. What could you possibly be waiting for? Well, well, what have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident! For you!
Oh, Lord!
Enjoy!
Thank goodness.
He gave him an ass.
Meal is a foodstuff which Eulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well. Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity, yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Yeah.
Well, let's just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, that's understandable. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city that have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Eulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I've tried to propose ways they could improve their lot, but my words invariably fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now. I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gatetown and judge the situation for yourself. Okay. Go ahead and talk to some folks over here first, I guess. Still here, are you? I can't blame you for wanting a slice of Eulmore's pie. If you ask me, you should ditch that sour-faced brat and make a home for yourself here. Gatetown's not much to look at, aye, but at least it's safe, and the meal is the best thing I've ever tasted. A large pot bubbles over the flame. Pale chunks meal, you realize, float in the otherwise plain broth. Look at this motherfucker on his giant lion. Oh hey, there's a sightseeing log. That is a pretty good view. Ah, just look at it. Can you imagine a more beautiful city? Every day I dream of the life that waits for me inside those walls. Oh, will they ever pick me? Probably not. At this rate. Senator Thankred fought in the trailer, yeah. Alright, Alphino. You've seen what Gatetown has to offer. These people can no longer fend for themselves. They've become dependent on handouts of meal, and believe Yulmore is the answer to all their woes. Yet no matter how I frame my encouragement, they seem unwilling, nay, unable to conceive of any other way of life. Disapprove of Yulmore? It is difficult to make a final judgment without first seeing the city's inner workings. Mayhaps it is that uncertainty which makes me feel so ill at ease here. Not that it matters, however unjust the system seems to me. If these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem that those who have chosen to forgo Yulmore's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gatetown, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty-handed and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity truly serves the best interests of Clusia's people. I am not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this, yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the chosen few rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yulmore's gates. It is fortunate that you arrived when you did, Tauta. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. There's a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called, though you and I know them as Sahagin. For the most part, they keep to themselves in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But, as Tatadu took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kugane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo are inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised me pay in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor. Would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Yulmoran lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Fair. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet with them on the shore. Might you help me make the exchange? Sure. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then. We must pay a visit to Moshe Moa, my supplier in right. Come, it's just to the northwest of here. Alright. Ooh. Boomst. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Oh, man. You run. check something while we're running. Alright. We'll tune to this aetheryte. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Miss Moshimoa. This is my associate, Tauda. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. I loaded your lackey up with the goods not too long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. That short blue hair? No. He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Found it. Someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. I think it was the same guy that was just eavesdropping on us. Yeah. If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of the town, and I shall take the west. Alright, let's go. Let's get it. We vibing. Search the surroundings for a male mistel with short blue hair. Okay, move the camera as well to zoom in and out. Okay, so it's like the dart mini game. Yeah. Not him, is it? Well, that was easy. Located your quarry. Wow. Imagine. Tauda, any sign of him? You've a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes his escape. Makes good his escape. Dog.
There you are.
All right.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city. I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen. No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it. No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Tell me then, Kai Shear. Must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Christerium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
No, it has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are.
We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Ilmoran's interest.
You'll give me your place? Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shir, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Not who you are.
I suppose not. Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alfido, ever the slave to sentiment.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending. Shall we return to Rite then? Is that?
Is what? Oh.
I can't be sure, but I think someone's in trouble.
Hmm.
Come on, they may need our help.
All right. Oh, I can't jump off. I was hoping I could. I'm gonna say I might need to be unmounted to do so. I guess that would make sense. Assuming I am actually able to. Regardless, this lets me discover these little bits of map, so that's fine. Probably for the best. And there's a ether current pretty close by as well. Cool. Plug off. But it's 95. Yeah, there it is. Nice. I should take care of his the worst of his injuries. Mercy, mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. Poor man is shivering. Pray, keep an eye on him while I get a fire going. Oh, for certain I was dead. How am I to ever repay this kindness? I will settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristor. I was invited into Uamore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Vathri's city. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him that I wished to leave. Little do I know how soon he would grant me my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the God's damned ocean. Up there? How were you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. Will the citizens condone such barbaric punishment? Without a second thought. When Lord Vathri passes judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Uamore, his word is law. The more I hear about Uamore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. But first, we should convey Tristor to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out of this chilly coastal air. Fair. Way into the city. We drift. We drift. Oh god. Okay, we're teleporting. And Rock's gone. I drift away for 5 seconds and Rock's gone. Absolutely fucking dead. God, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my finger, but it feels like there's like something stuck in the side of it, and I absolutely despise that. I do not know what it is, if there actually is anything. Not even like it hurts, it's more like it's just like a persistent itch. You're Ninja Man. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. And if you'll permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Uamore, insofar as I am able at any rate. To be frank, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to the stomach, but since it's plain you've set your minds on it, you should take this. It's my favorite paintbrush. Uamore and Elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple mentioned that I will be looking for someone to replace me. If you make a show of owning such a well-used brush, you may be able to convince people you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood, and we cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. I'd give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. Damn. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided, but I shan't stay long in this place. Not with that city brooding over me. Nay, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession, and I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. What a good guy. They say kindness is its own reward, but Tristel has repaid us with a gift as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you, well, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant. Then it is settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town, and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. Let me turn on a fan, because I forgot to do that earlier, and it's getting hot in here. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's already feeling much better. Village of Woe. Okay, so those look like stuff that I really don't need to worry about. Alright, down we go. Unless, hold on, let me double check. I forgot what that marker. I know it's a level sync down marker, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, okay, it's a Aether Current. Okay, never mind, we'll do these. Do I want to read through Aether Current quests? Do Aether Current quests tend to be good in Shadowbringers? Or are they like, eh? I guess that's my deciding factor there. If they are actually good, then I'll read through them. But like, don't really read through most of them. Okay, I'm just gonna skip through dialogue. It's fine. I'd rather just get the Aether Current and go. Not spend too much time on them. The noise. Portal. Let me see. What are our Aether Currents looking like right now? 204 of the walking ones and none of the quest ones. That's a big ass bird. Look at all those chickens. Go. 73 to 75 Erics. Those ones tie into some of the beast tribes. They're one of the beast tribes. Good to know. I will do that then. Oh, what did I tell you? Okay, yeah, let's go. Whatever. We zoom. Turtle zoom. Hotel. Hotel. Go. This quest marker and then go. Everyone's closer after that. Okay, we'll go finish this one up and then we'll go down to the dock and get that next marker. You have more? Okay. I'll leave that there, because it's not another Aether Current, but it is a Blue Plus quest nonetheless. So I'll just leave that there to, you know, exist, and then I'll do it probably eventually. It's actually in the shipyard, yeah. Alright. Boom. God, I hate that it has a cooldown, so you actually have to like wait to use the next one. I should do the trick. Whatever. I keep instinctively wanting to read the dialogue, and then I'm like, wait. It's Aether Current. I am fine. Alright. Can I jump up this? Let me up! Let me up! Damn. There we go. Alright, keep on zooming. Alright. Cool. And now we can head back to Gate Town. Looking good. 5 more. Yeah, both of the remaining Aether Currents are all up there, so, or yeah, the ones that we can actually find. Go up around. If only there was an Aetherite right here. It's unfortunate. And I guess it makes sense, but still. Aw, I can't even hop on that building. Damn. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it has been for the folks at our door. We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from plum. And now we've a place for a painter of a plum. Okay. So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colors show. I'm a painter. I can paint. Portraits at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. Oh ho, I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify me, though you will note it has seen no small amount of service. Flecks of paint, both old and new, a tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well. Come with us and we'll put those talents to the test. Oh boy. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant, she whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will go with her or not at all. Parasite then. We shall leave her fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filled our last vacant space, we retire to your more sweet embrace. Oh, mercy me, the mule. We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token. We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. Damn. Alright, here we go.
Redemption is beyond us. The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort of the lords and ladies of this accursed place.
That guy's fucking dead over there on the bar.
Once they held fast against the madness.
Yo, strip club.
Only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days. Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true.
Alright. Oh hey, there's a log point over there. How do I get up there? Okay, now I want to figure out how to get this. I just like barely saw it out the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh hey. Yeah, how do I get up to that? Oh shit. Oh, I think I see. I think I have to get on top of this ship and then jump over. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Can I make that? I think I can make that. Cool. Sick. Oh, that's a hole in the ceiling. Hey bro, you got a hole in your ceiling. You might want to fix that. Alright, there we go. Welcome, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No, not even a single tear. Move right along then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on your happy faces and head through the joyous hall. The Bureau of Immigration is in the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice, loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folk off to the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gate Town, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoyed basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means, take your time. But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we had better show ourselves willing for the time being. Yeah, I don't like these guys. That's for sure. Also tuned to this. Like capitalist hellscape. And first door on the left. Welcome to Yulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alphino, an artist, and this is Tauda, my assistant. Ah, yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Yulmore are divided into two classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favor of Lord Vothri, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. I see, and you might tell us something of the patron we are to serve? The two patrons, actually. Chai News and Dulia Chai. A Mistel couple whom most referred to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility, for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment please, while I complete the relevant paperwork. Alright. All in order, these are your registration documents. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will be officially Yulmoran citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. Alright. Welcome to the Bureau of Registration. Papers, please. Boop, boop. What have we here? Alphino, artist, and Tauda, artist's assistant, to be employed in the service of Lord Chai News and Lady Dulia Chai. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it best that we deliver you to the Chai residence before... Oh, she sniff. You smell hideous. Oh. Did you crawl here through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast. Damn. Alright. Proceed directly to the delusory next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. And after you've rinsed away that stench, you'll want to splash yourselves with this perfume. Liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Cornan, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions. Alright. Damn, she really just called us stinky. I didn't realize we were so aromatic. Yeah. That's fair. We scrub. Rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. Do I have? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I have to apply the perfume. Boom. You apply the perfume as directed, and the delicate scent of roses fills the air. Hog, we smell good. Oh, you've showered and dressed already, have you? It's not... that is to say... it seems rather exposed for one's absolutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky. What would a Stinian say? Alice would have been drying her hair by now. I either want to call him Stinky or I want to ask him what I want to say something about Estinian. I'm gonna call him Stinky. Fine, just a quick rinse then. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Shall we go and present ourselves to our new patrons, then? Yeah, let me actually, real quick, before we go over there, I'm gonna attune to these two, Actually, can I? No, I can't. I have to go around the outside for that. Okay, never mind. We won't do that right now. You're looking to present yourselves to the Chais, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers, one on top of the other. This layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters. And above that, you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Yulmore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you'll need to keep on climbing till you run out of stairs. Then look for the Grand Dame's parlor. They'll be in there, like as not. Okay, off we go. Oh damn, it's actually like properly connected. I was expecting a loading zone here, not gonna lie. Ooh. That's the understory. There's a sightseeing point in there. I get to that. I don't think I can sprint jump to that from here, can I? Oh, okay. It just kind of kicked me off the ledge. So that is not how we're supposed to do it. Can probably do it from over here. The other side of this, over here. There's clan Nazi stuff here. Yeah, I think this might be how I'm supposed to do it. Ah, almost. There we go. Sick. I do like figuring those out. Well, lookout points are kind of sick. Alright, up we go. Alright. There's the main Aether, right? According to the message engraved in the base, special permission is required to use this aetheryte. Okay. Alright then. Okay. Alright, here we go.
Oh, who's this then?
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
Ah, you must be the new,
Oh, goodness me. What an adorable boy.
Damn.
That silken hair, those pearly cheeks, oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers. I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
Yes. Well, as long as he paints better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Ah, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Alphino, if it please you, my lady.
Yeah.
And this?
I was like, why is
my
she
assistant.
confused?
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
Nah.
We are family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all. Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations. Once the picture is begun, of course, I shall have no need of constant encouragement. And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see? Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She shall be free to roam to her heart's content. Isn't that right, darling?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course, dearest. Quite right.
Well, at least she's nice for a rich lady. Alright, next quest. Right up foot gear. Send me into the city to explore. Now you've the opportunity to experience Yulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around near the market stalls, perhaps. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share the local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Alright, fair enough. Let me see something real quick. I want to see how many quests are left in this chain. Ground free to sightsee. There's only a few left, okay. Alright, in that case, we will keep on going for a little while longer. Yeah. I figured I was, but I wanted to double check. Hey, I have that dress. I actually used to wear that dress as my Dark Knight glam. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, long hair, tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I'd dropped off my handkerchief, and now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's a good dress, so that's fair. Luxury trader. Purchase luxuries. Golden Runcan flute. Okay, interesting. 25 million. Jesus. You could buy like 8 houses with that. Hey, buddy. You okay there? I don't think he's doing too well. Uh-oh. Oh, Wicked White, that was too close. Bro, how the fuck did you do that? Oh, thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. Trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see? The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught onto something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. That was a bad idea. You must think highly of your mistress. Oh, she is my entire world. Without her, I am nothing. When I first came to Yulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. There was so much more to this city than wealth and plenty. There is no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Clusia where I could possibly be happier. Ugh, sorry, I must have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet, I must return to her immediately. Bye, friend. Alright. This place is very interesting so far. My attendant told me everything. I'm so grateful you were there to offer your assistance. Value him highly, then. As if he were a member of my own family. I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Yulmore a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse us, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten, you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. Interesting. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't even given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista B is usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics. Ah! Mego, hi. Shadowbringers is good so far. Very good. How's Elden Ring? Hope that's going well for you. I peeked in for a minute and saw where you were. Good progress. I'm excited to see you continue. Tired and struggling. Oh boy. That is fun. Let me see. Usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on a good side. Yeah, in someone in particular or just in general? That's a good question, because it could be both. Spooky bird for 30 minutes. Ah, yes, because... fuck that bird. I hate that bird with a passion. I know exactly what bird you're talking about. That is my least favorite fight in the entire game. Chuckling after Subnautica finished marathon last night. Makes sense. Welcome to the beehive, my little drone, seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day. I can tell at a glance when new folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering you see, always gives them away. Wait, is this the strip club? Oh, fuck yeah, this is the strip club. Why don't we play some cards to set you at ease? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor, within reason, of course. Interested? Okay, interesting. So this has definitely got to be, like, somewhat based off the Honeybee Inn. Like, there's no way it isn't. There's no way that they just decided, hey, we're gonna make a place called the Beehive. And make it a strip club. Alright, let's do it. I'm curious. Good for you. No time like the present, I say. Let's do it. Three cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, I flip 2 of mine. Okay. An actual card game. Alright, sick. What's my call? Higher or lower? Got... Let me see, what is that? It's a 8? No. 4 plus 3, that's a 7. So it's 8 total. 8 total versus 6. I'm gonna call high. Add up to 17, and I have 13. Fuck. Damn. Feels bad. Oh, sorry, Honeybee, but this match goes to me. Yes, let's play again. Let's go. Let's get it right this time. It's a 10 versus a 5. I'm gonna guess lower. $13. Draw, yeah, okay. Round 3. Oh, it seems we came out equal. But as lovely as a coincidence as that may be, we still need a clear winner. Yes, we do. Let's get it. Let's win. Please, God, let's win. Okay, I'm going higher. Got an 8. Oh, yeah, this is definitely higher. This is literally already higher. 21, yeah. Sick. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I'd concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win and then we'll talk about that favor. God damn it. Making me win a second time. Alright, let's go. Let's win. I'm gonna go low. A 9, it's a 14 already, so yeah, it's kind of scary. Oh yeah, that's a big one. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We win. Sick. God, all the ice in my bottle is just like congealed into one mass. It's not great. Alright, let's get the prize. Come whisper in my ear then, and don't be shy. Tell Tista what she can do for you. That's all. How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then it is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Varthry was born with the power to command them, which means no human need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out over Artharn over there. There's not that Mary Sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Alright. Let's go. He looks like a... He looks like a fuckboy. What's that? New to Yulmore, you say? Only just arrived and you're already looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I tell you what, you hop up on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have our little talk. What the fuck do you mean? Where's the mark? Where's the mark? Where's the mark? Oh, it's up? Oh, I see. Oh, hey, there's a sightseeing. Sick. Alright, dance. We vibin'. That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Hope that was good enough for you, buddy. I was kind of hoping we would have like a Final Fantasy VII Remake situation where there's like literally just a rhythm game. That would have been cool. Ooh, now that was the show. You're all welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So, what was it you wanted to ask me? Ah, yes, something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you what, it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Yulmoran army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Eaters, you see. Turns them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Yulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Pah! A toast to Lord Varthry. Gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chai and Alphino will be expecting your return. Alright, let's go. So, Varthry seems like he's kind of a bad guy, one might say. Man, yeah, they just got ads and everything for the strip club, damn. He does not seem like a very pleasant fellow. I feel like just the fact that he can control the Sin Eaters alone is not great. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city so soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphino has yet to put brush to the canvas. Where is Alphino? One cannot rush good art, I'm told. All good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Hey, new clothes! Fuck yeah! Looking fucking good. I've put together an ensemble of the out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Yeah, he got the drip. Oh goodness gracious me, that last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. Drip for now. You are truly a handsome boy. However am I to decide? What happened to painting? Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Oh, must we? I do love good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... well, I'd not... That is to say, as long as you... just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? Damn. I wish I had rich parents to buy me clothes. Christ. The ice just like moved around in my bottle and it scared the shit out of me because I thought the bottle was falling somehow. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging in these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Alright, off we go. We zooming. Imagine being one of these rich assholes and like just seeing someone run through with a sword out in full armor. Alright, where are we going? Looking. I thought that was like a prison cell. Okay. Weeping Warbler. Why are you crying? Uh-oh. You're not one of the bonded, are you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat is... I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not been getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then... Oh... I need you to sneak out to the Daleks and describe my condition to Thoriak. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Okay, I got you. We got you. We can do that. That's not too bad. Let me see. Is this just its own room? Yeah, it is. Okay. We go all the way around. Actually, I can probably just Ethernet shard. There. You know, since I'm out here anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to go around. So let me attune to the southeast derelicts as well. Alright. Oh, God damn it. I was hoping I could jump on top of that. Okay. Tune. I see another sightseeing log point. Be likey. We are going to go to it. Alright, sick. Alright, Thoriak. Actually, let me... Why does that name sound familiar? Thoriak. Oh, I know, it's Thoric. Still. Maybe it's just really similar. Wasn't it like King Thoriak, the like King of Alamigo or something? I don't remember. My name, God damn it. I was about to say my name forgets brains, but that's not it's not the right order of words. Hey, you need medicines, tonics, potions. Here you go. You seem like a cool guy. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No, no, medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out. Oh, okay, he was saying no medicine will cure this. Excised, and even then, the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face. You didn't know? One of the many hopefuls who enter the city. Very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest, gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's route, oh no, no. I'm content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. Consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. Damn. Feels bad. Alright, up we go. Actually, I can't even go all the way up. I have to go to the glory gate and then walk up the stairs. Because I can't attune to the aetheryte because rich assholes are like, no. Only some people can use this. Yeah, I really don't like how the ice is clumped up in that right now. I can't jump over that ledge. Unfortunate. Did you get my medicine? Unfortunately, no. So that's it. What am I to do if I can't sing? Alfado. Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... Whoops. What did that say? So you've been suffering all this time. I am sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street. You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. I shall have a word with Lord Vothri and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it a step too far. No, you would do that for me? Of course. Why I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension. Knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Sounds kinda too good to be true, I'm not gonna lie. Ah, you must be the new arrival to harbor such doubts. Allow me to allay your suspicions. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto the celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vothri that we learn this truth, It is through Lord Varthry's grace that the free people of Yulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Varthry truly is a great man, isn't he? Now, if you will excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown my precious canary. Yeah, the more we learn about Lord Varthry, the more I'm just like, I sense ulterior motives that don't seem quite good. Also, the very fact that, like, I don't know, it's almost like kind of like a religious fervor towards him, because he's the one who can control this the fucking Sin Eaters, and you know, everyone's talking about how he'll be the one to like deliver them to the rapture. I was like, don't like that. That's usually not a good sign. Usually that kind of thing is a sign of a cult, so. Oh, Alphino painting? What's that look like? Damn, that's not bad. Alphino's doing good. Ah, it is good to see you back. You were taking so long I began to worry something had happened. I have begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the chai appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned so far? So, Lord Varthry boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters. Does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. And as for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of the apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the only other time that he's really done any kind of artist shit is in Stormblood when, or wait, was it? Yeah, in Stormblood when you're in Kugane and you have to, Alphino sketches out the sketch of your Yugiri and Gosetsu. That's the only time I've actually seen that so far, so that's neat. Alright, here we go. This will be the last quest for the night, because it's late. It's like 12:06 for me, so I need to go to bed soon. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done, then? Oh, what in the blazes? That's much more than an outline. It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphino. Where's your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken the jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... Uh-oh. Someone's screaming. I say, did that come from above? Oh? What are the jesters doing here? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose to set to ruin our fair city. But our lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. Okay, weird. I'm now content. How dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing? Ah, that's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Vothri resides. Ordinarily it would be barred from entering, but it seems like they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown Lift will take you up there. Okay. Better not dawdle then. Off we go. Chadden. He looks like a Chadden. Let's go.
That's him. That's Vothri.
Okay. I got mildly concerned because this is the same song that's been playing whenever we see fucking what's his name. So I was like, is he gonna show up? That's Vothri. Yeah, that is quite someone. Unless he will show up, I don't know. Are they? That is. Those are Sin Eaters, I guess. Yeah.
But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12.
Holy shit.
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vothri, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
We're about to get kicked out.
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished, and this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us claiming to be a man of business, yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's
Big chunk is goddammit.
Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society.
Alright, well this confirmed my suspicions.
To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony.
Okay.
Had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin Eaters are part of Yulmore society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
grim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
Yeah, once again, major cult vibes.
Paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence.
I want to beat the shit out of this guy.
Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Yeah.
Can you walk?
I think so. Did that little worm just insult?
It took so long to to register. Casually cooking this steak. True.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
He has. He really has. This guy, on the other hand, very clearly still a child. Who the fuck was that? Hold up, what? Okay. That was you. Damn. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we have worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Calusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kai Shir, I've done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me, and now Lord Vothri wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain that we can find work for you there if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Yulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And take care, and you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Good. Alphino. Umst. Oh, it's her. Lord and Lady Chai. What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphino. Now, I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold and flinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I'll speak with Lord Varthry and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I'm sorry, Lady Chai. There are matters more important to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment. I want to hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy, I insist. But I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. That's good. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. Next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Go ahead and zoom on up there. Scuba time. Sheba moment. We zoom. Look at that trot. Oh god! Just fucking runs off a cliff. Oh no. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the first are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Varthry and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Alright. In we go. It is good to be back amongst friends. In such company I can finally turn my thoughts to the future. But ere we discuss all we have learned and begin planning our next step, I think it best that you visit Alice. Her familiarity with Amarang will no doubt provide us valuable insight. And besides, I know she is eager to see you as I was. Bring a smile to her face, Tara. Alright, sick. That's a good place as any. Man. God, this room is so fucking cool. I'm curious. If I interact with this, where does it actually take me? Oh, it takes me right back here. Neat. And then I can talk to him to go back. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta say, dimension hopping. Wasn't expecting that. That's for sure. Oh boy, that caught me off guard. Anyways, got isekai, motherfucker. True. All right. yeah, so I guess Sunday we'll go ahead and do the Alisei quest line, and then probably be able to do more after that. So we'll see. We'll see how far we get. But yeah, good intro. This is pretty sick. Mako, I'm not a weeb, but DX. True. Alright. Anyways, yeah. Let me see. Is there anyone online? I doubt there is. Yeah, no. The only person I follow that's live right now is Max, and there's no way in hell I'm rating fucking Maximilian, dude. That would just be dumb. Alright. In that case, I'm just gonna pop off for the night. So yeah, tomorrow I probably won't stream tomorrow, but there will be a stream on Friday. We'll be getting back to Bug Snacks, and then Sunday we'll be doing more 14, and then starting next Monday onward, I'm gonna be pushing Trails on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then after we beat Stray, probably add Wednesdays to that. And then if we beat Bug Snacks, add Fridays as well. Because I really got to push that. It's literally like 6 weeks until Trails from Zero comes out. So I need to push that shit hard. So that is a plan for now. But yeah. I'll see you guys on Friday, I guess. And yeah. Mako, thanks again for the raid, you beautiful asshole. But yeah, I'm very, very impressed with Shadowbringers so far. This is sick as hell. I still can't get over the fact that like there's a whole new language for the map too. This is fucking cool. Ah man, this Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Have yourselves a good night, and I will catch you guys on Friday. Sleep well.